What's up, guys? Welcome to the SOS Podcast. I'm Jordan. I'm here with my good friends Logan, Mike, and Gage, and this is week 5 of the podcast. Week 5, right? Yeah.
Yes. That's wild.
I know.
Well, week 6, but we still can release the first one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but here we are at week 5. So,
who would have thought that we would all show up for fucking 2 weeks straight? Let alone
I know. 5 weeks running. This is crazy.
I had doubts about myself.
Oh, we had doubts about you too, Logan. Speaking of that,
Fair enough.
What'd you do this weekend, Logan?
Same shit.
real intuitive.
Did you get brunch?
Yeah. Well, I
Did you get brunch today?
Dude, I got brunch
No,
this weekend.
actually-
You didn't get brunch?
I did not get brunch this weekend.
Are you okay over there?
We should all have brunch.
You're like
I'm
so
like melting into the couch.
He's like
falling off.
slowly dropping into the couch.
But yeah, didn't do a whole lot. Yeah, no brunch, fucking no breakfast at all.
Next!
Did you eat it all?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
all
we
right,
went to
good.
Reset yesterday.
What's
Yeah,
reset?
that's like the arcade place, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't
They got
realize it
arcade
was like
games
that.
and stuff like
They
that?
have fucking golf simulators and
You didn't realize it was.
I heard it's pretty cool
volleyball.
I'm
place.
pretty sure
They added a bunch because
I knew they had like
they've gotten
figure
bigger.
like
basketball, like shooting shit, and like
Yeah.
the volleyball courts. I didn't know they had a full setup. Fucking
yeah, it's
golf
like
simulator.
yeah, it's pretty nice.
But what I wondered is how they were doing things.
They just put the golf simulator in, by the way.
Did they?
But how are they doing things with COVID? Like you can still go to wherever.
They probably give you rubber
can go
gloves
from,
when you walk
like
in.
machine to machine to machine.
Yeah. As long as you have
I
your
don't give
mask
no
on.
fucks. Dude.
Okay.
As long as it's before 10,
Yeah. I got fucking had
because the Rona comes out. after
Sweetwater
10.
Blue.
Mhm, the
blueberry
blueberry
beer.
beer?
Yeah,
I haven't had that in a while. They
Mhm.
had that on draft. So.
My mom
Nice.
loves that.
it's good stuff.
I haven't had that in a long time either. Sweetwater Brewing Company is legit. I like all their beers.
Where are they out of?
Colorado, I believe. Denver, I think. I could be wrong, but I think it's Denver.
Yeah,
Don't take
so
anything
I
we say
guess
serious.
did
'Cause we
that.
have no fucking idea about the facts.
We have some facts, not always.
What are you drinking?
Coffee and scotch.
Where's
Oh, you
the
brought your
coffee?
own coffee.
I was like, wait a minute, when did you get coffee? When
Nice.
the fuck did we get coffee?
We get coffee.
I could have made some.
Scotch.
I don't.
Oh, she's
You need a coffee pot like right here.
We'll get this place.
There's no outlets over there.
We'll get an
The
electric.
only
one.
outlet's right here.
You know an electrician.
Yeah, not to fucking cut my wall down.
So I'll talk to him and say, hey, we need an outlet put here for a coffee.
I'll
pot.
give you my electrician's number. Pretty good.
Yeah.
It might be your brother. I don't know.
Related. Gage, how was your week? Are you
My week?
settled in?
Yeah, for the most part, settled in, cleaning up still. Just got most of the shit put away today and yesterday.
Yeah, this is our first episode from Gage's new house.
Yeah, the curtains are gotta go too. By the way.
So technically, is this like the podcasting couch?
Huh?
I got
Like
it. I got it. The casting couch, but
Like,
it's the
you know.
podcasting
I
couch.
got you.
Okay, there it is.
Holy fucking slow.
Wow, I thought it was pretty good.
Here's-
That was a good one. That was one of the better quick one-liners you've had.
That
Can
was.
that count as the dead joke?
No, no.
No, because he didn't get it.
Yeah.
He would have lost
Fuck.
because he didn't get it. First off. But yeah, other than that, worked.
Scratch that.
Had a couple games this week to cover. Hockey game last night, which was
Nice.
a lot of fun to be at.
Play in the hockey team?
That would be if he was at a hockey game.
Yeah, they have a hockey team. It exists.
I didn't know that.
They got mercied last
Don't
night.
act like I'm a fucking idiot. I don't know anything about clay. I didn't know.
They
you had a
lost
hockey
11-1 last night.
I know it can be
Two
turned
periods.
into pottery.
What? What did you say?
What did you say about pottery?
team. If you're talking about
did.
clay and pottery,
And hockey.
that was a dad joke.
All right.
See, it took me a minute on that one, but Logan got it.
Yeah, you got it. Okay. Anyway,
It was an actual dad
All right,
joke. I got
cool.
it.
Yeah.
You're on fire, Jay.
Huh?
The jokes, not literally.
Oh, dude.
And it's snowing.
Oh my
God.
You see this?
my God.
You see this motherfucker?
110%
You see this
Sunday.
motherfucker looking around in his pants trying to see if he's on fire?
you're
You
gonna
look
talk it
down
down
too. Don't make
Well, I was
fun.
like, what the fuck is he looking at?
Oh, my
You
God.
looked into my soul and told me I was on fire with your eyes.
With you're on fire, Jordan's like,
All right, Mike, how was your week?
It was all right. That's
Doesn't sound like
that's
it.
all I got.
drinking the old
honest.
Mick Ultra.
It was just a normal week, and yeah,
What are you
drinking
drinking, buddy?
Mick Ultra. So
Last Sunday working.
it was, yeah.
That's
That's
nice.
one positive look too. I'm finally gonna go back to a little bit more normal schedule and routine, and no more working on Sundays. So relax, and I've worked long enough on Sundays and be able to do whatever I want. So have some Sunday fun days.
That's nice.
Which will be perfect going into the summertime.
Yeah, don't worry, guys. I'm not drinking anything.
What are you drinking?
No, fuck you. I don't.
Arnie Palmies?
Arnold Palmy alert.
Yeah, what are you drinking, Gage?
Bullet and Arnold Palmer.
Nice.
Pretty
Bullet.
good.
Well, rye, right?
bourbon?
Was it rye or was it?
It's rye whiskey.
Yeah, the rye.
It's pretty good, huh, Logan?
Yeah, it was good.
It's surprisingly good.
Really?
I literally
Yeah.
just grabbed something out of the fridge and was like, hey, I'll put whiskey in this. And it tasted all right.
Perfect. Nice.
I was going to get some more of that today, but I wasn't sure if Woodbury Market was open.
Where's Woodbury Market at?
It's right down 51 in
Oh.
Woodbury. You know where the subway is on 51?
I haven't been on 51 in a very long time.
Okay, never mind. Fuck you.
Do you know where Ernesto's is?
Yeah, I do. Yep. I haven't been there in probably 8 years, 10 years. I don't know.
Is that the last time you were at church too?
Here we
Was
go.
that 12
What?
years?
I
Remember
don't-
that from the last?
It's a callback. Like that's what it's called. To like the last episode, Logan says you don't listen. to
Yeah,
it.
so if you listened to the previous weeks, you would know that we
But I
talked
was
about.
part of the previous week, so like,
It's all right. I don't remember this either.
That was 2 weeks ago.
There was a part in the last
There was.
podcast
2
where
weeks.
Mike goes, Jordan, you remember telling that joke last week? Jordan goes, I don't remember telling any jokes last week.
the week where you told like 4.
What happens when you guys give me whiskey?
We
All
didn't
right.
have whiskey that night. We had
No,
wine
last
that
week
night.
you didn't. Yeah,
It
and you
was
had a
all
shot of
wine.
Absolute.
Yeah. For no reason, by the way.
What are you drinking, Mike?
Mick
said
Ultra.
Mick Ultra.
Okay, Mick Ultra.
Yeah,
All
and
right.
Jordan, we're on to you. So
What are you drinking and what'd you do this
was
week?
your weekend?
I'm drinking Bell's Two Hearted Ale out of Michigan. Solid beer. Love that beer. But it's left over from the cooler from took a little trip to Pennsylvania, snowboarding trip yesterday. Well, this weekend. Saturday into today. Did that. It was a great time. It's beautiful in Pennsylvania. Really didn't know. And they had the weirdest laws there. Like
Oz?
yeah, like you in Pennsylvania, it's not just because of COVID, it's just how it is. Like you can't, like the gas stations don't sell beer. You can't buy beer at a gas station in Pennsylvania. You can only get it at the official distributors.
Stores?
Yeah, they're just beer stores. I mean, they're everywhere, but you can't go to the gas station and
They
get
just
fuel
have
and get
beer?
beer. They have beer, and yeah, I'm pretty sure they just have
Just
beer.
liquor
Some of them
stores?
probably have liquor and stuff too. The one I went to was like in a basement. And it just had beer.
What? Wait a
It was
minute.
fucking weird, dude. I'm telling you. Might have just been my experience,
Was
but
this during
He might have just walked into a
literally, it's
random
like
house,
a
went down to
beer-
the basement. and
beer
fucking-
downstairs, and we took these 3 flights of stairs into this basement, and everything was cinder blocks in the walls. It was a giant walk-in cooler, and this dude was behind
Is
a
this a real
cage.
law, by the way?
Yeah,
Yeah, so I did look it up because he told me this earlier, and it only certain gas stations are allowed to have, like they have to get a permit to be just like a liquor license or a beer license are allowed to have it. There's only so many in the state, and the maximum you can buy from a gas station is 2 6-packs or like 1 bottle of wine. That's
What
it.
the fuck?
So I can't go and buy a 30-pack from a gas station.
You have to buy it from.
a distributor.
Yeah.
And also, I was snowboarding, lost my friends, and decided to go get a beer. And Icy Light is like their craft local light beer, whatever. And they were selling tall boys of it. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to go down
Icy
and get
Light?
a beer. Yeah, it's called Icy Light. It's like a Pennsylvania thing. I was like, yeah, I would definitely want to go try one of these. And went down and ordered a beer. And she's like, well, I'm sorry, I can't serve you just beer. You have to buy food with your beer purchase. And she said that was the law.
Is
Yeah,
that
dude,
a
you
real
have
law?
to
So
buy-
you
I
don't-
think that's
is
a
this-
COVID thing because I remember they had like super stringent COVID weird liquor beer shit.
I don't think it is. I
Is that
think
like
it's...
their fight against like drunk driving?
Yeah, I
and shit?
think that's like you have to
drink
have food with your beer purchase. Like, and she's like,
Can't
well, she
fill
goes,
up your gas tank
it's
and
a
then buy
restaurant.
beer that you might
Yeah.
drive
Yeah,
away with,
yeah,
and then
yeah.
well, it was funny because she's like, I was like, okay, so what do you have? And she's like, well, we have hot dogs or barbecue beef sandwiches. I'm like, well, looks like I'm not
July
gonna get a beer.
16, July 16,
I
2020.
get a hot dog, hold the hot dog.
Yeah, okay.
PA bars and restaurants must now serve a meal with alcohol.
Yeah, but I don't think it's long term.
A new
Is
set
it?
of COVID-19 restrictions.
Okay, so that's
Okay.
just for COVID-19.
So yeah, because I remember
Why? That doesn't make any
what's
sense.
the
because what there's they don't
They don't want you to stay there just for a
Correct.
beer.
They don't want people
Gotcha.
just going to a bar and getting hammered. They want you to go in, have food, and leave.
Gotcha.
Essentially,
Okay.
But you can still get like a cocktail to go.
so like if
In
you're
Pennsylvania,
gonna
you
go
can?
there and have 3 beers, You have to get food each time you get a
I
beer.
think you just have to have.
You have to have food your
eat
first
food,
purchase.
and then I
So,
think
like,
you
what's
have
the
to.
difference then? Like, if I want to go to the bar and you make me buy a hot dog, like, okay, I'll buy
it
this
doesn't
hot
make
dog
any
and then
sense
I'll
at
drink
all.
15 beers and be wasted.
No,
before
it didn't
10
make any
o'clock.
sense, but I did notice on the grounds you can bring whatever you want with you. Like everyone had book bags full of booze. Like there's people pulling out bottles of Jose Cuervo and shit right in the middle of the.
There was
like,
briefly in Pennsylvania in the middle of the summer, like they stopped selling alcohol altogether. The whole state had like just stopped.
Really?
Prohibition.
Yes, people were coming to Ohio
Fucking world would end
and going
if
to
that
other
happened.
states to get alcohol and beer because Pennsylvania stopped selling it.
Wild, dude.
That is wild. Just
Like,
think about that.
What's
you know,
that
step by
movie
step.
where they had to like with Shia LaBeouf and Tom Hardy?
Holes?
Shut up.
Transformers.
Where they're like it's like
It's like 20s.
Lawless.
Yeah, Lawless. That's
Where
a
they
good
ship,
movie. Yeah, yeah.
Haven't
they
seen
ship
it.
moonshine and shit.
Mm-hmm. Prohibition era. Pretty
How
crazy.
old is that movie?
Never seen it.
Okay, I
Doesn't-
was gonna say Shia LaBeouf hasn't done
I think
anything
it was
in a
like
while.
2014, maybe 15. That's
Okay.
it.
So, well, that sounds like actually a pretty damn good
Didn't you
trip,
say
but
earlier before you went to brunch?
I thought that's why you went to Pennsylvania.
Oh,
Yeah, you
I
told
went
us-
to
you
Pennsylvania
told us
just
you
for
went
brunch,
to
but happened to
Pennsylvania.
snowboard while I was there.
Just for
Um,
Pennsylvania.
No, went to brunch at this really cool restaurant.
What was it called?
The World is on Fire Cafe, I think, something like that. It
That's
fit the picture. It was perfect.
It's kind of a decent like that's a long ass. That's a mouthful of a name for like a place to go.
Yeah,
it
it was prety cool, but
I don't like the way you said that.
you just did. Jesus.
Did you hear the way you said that?
Yes.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I don't know, but it's provocative.
so would you brunch? We
Figured
always,
out what a
every
poached
week,
egg
every
was.
week that every week that Logan goes to brunch, he always tells us what he has. So I feel like we have to ask you, do you have anything good?
I had my first ever poached egg for one. For two, I had it was smoked salmon, eggs Benedict. That's what I had.
And you like hollandaise sauce?
Yes,
I
I
didn't,
love
I didn't
hollandaise
catch
sauce.
it. What is eggs Benedict? I don't think I've ever had that.
It's like
It's
eggs
over an
hollandaise
English
sauce.
muffin.
Yeah.
It's a poached egg, and then
So that
it's
was
like
part of the egg
Poached
Benedict.
egg
Yeah,
on
yeah,
English muffin
on-
with hollandaise
Yeah, so
sauce.
it's
That's
a
basically
little
what it
little
is.
egg sandwich.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, it's just the bottom of the.
It's a fancy egg sandwich, motherfucker.
Yeah, super
But they don't
fancy.
they don't put the top.
With
on
no
it.
top.
No,
Yeah.
no
It's
top.
topless fancy
Exactly.
egg
It's
sandwich.
like an
Topless.
open sandwich,
Keto egg sandwich. Like,
essentially. But,
But
it's
it's got.
it's
It
literally
still
the,
has the half. It
Yeah.
has a bun. You know,
Yeah.
the English
it has
muffin.
the
Which
bottom of
this
the
place
muffin. So what do they
actually
do with all the
made-
top?
I don't know.
they
But this
just used
place,
them for bottom.
well, obviously they took their tops off.
It's a topless
They made all
restaurant.
their English muffins and all their sauces, everything in house.
In-house.
Everything was made in
Oh,
house.
that's dope.
So it was really good, and they do their own smoked salmon too. They smoke their salmon in house too. So it was pretty awesome.
When was the? So I'm gonna bring this up if I can.
Nope.
No, you're allowed.
Okay, thanks.
No, you're allowed.
So for those that don't know Jordan overly well, Jordan is a pescatarian, right?
Yep.
Okay, so hence why you didn't eat the hot dog she offered you or barbecue beef sandwich.
Yes, I said no to that.
Do you want the textbook definition of what a pescatarian is?
Let's do it.
Yeah, I would like to hear.
Because I don't think I know.
That's very fucking straight to the point. A person who does not eat meat but eats fish. That's all it says.
That sound right?
Yep.
So when was the last time you ate meat?
Almost exactly a year ago.
Like, do you remember?
Almost
Like,
exactly.
do you remember when it was?
No, I remember it was in February.
Okay. Was there like were you like what did you wake up the next day and be like, yeah, I'm done?
I actually smoked a pork shoulder, and
Then didn't eat it.
I ate a couple bites of it and kind of threw it away. But at that time, I was in kind of like, I don't know, I was kind of in a place where I was just eating because of the time. Like, it's lunchtime, I'm going to eat. It's dinner time, I'm going to eat. It's breakfast, I'm going to eat. And I didn't really look at what I ate. I never really, checked on what was in what I ate.
So you became more conscious.
Yeah, I became more
essentially.
conscious.
Yeah.
And the day after that, that I smoked that pork shoulder, I used to smoke a bunch of meat. And after that, I was like, this is stupid. Everything that I believe in or like about me, I don't need to eat meat. There's no point in me eating meat. I'm gonna try this. Fuck it.
Dude,
And I would
'cause
say I would never be able to do it, but it was a lot easier than I thought.
Like I remember being at your house when you built your smoker. Like you had like a homemade smoker.
Yep.
And then it was like an
You sell that or you still have it?
No, actually, I burn it.
smoke
I
your
threw it in the
celery?
bonfire. But
You smoke salmon,
I could definitely smoke salmon,
trout,
Too late. You already burn it.
halibut.
but no, I actually threw it in the bonfire because it seen its fair share.
It was on its last leg.
Yeah, it was definitely on its last leg. So, and I saved some of the parts off of it and what I could. And
Did you just like stop eating it altogether, or did you like?
Yeah, I quit cold turkey.
Was that a pun intended? I don't think that was intended.
Cold salmon.
I quit cold
But I didn't know.
salmon.
I didn't know if like say like you cut out red meat for a week and then cut out the rest of everything.
Nope.
But
No,
straight
a lot of people are like, "Oh, try meatless Mondays first and do this." And no, I just straight up,
said
I'm not
meatless
eating meat
every
anymore.
day, motherfucker.
Yep, I'm not eating meat anymore.
I don't really eat red meat, but I mean I eat.
I know a lot of people that just eat like chicken and turkey. That's it. They don't eat any
That's
red
about
meat.
it.
My
chicken
aunt's like
turkey
that. She
fish.
doesn't eat any red meat.
Is that like a gout thing? Like you have gout or something, and you got to watch what you eat.
I don't have gout.
My dad doesn't eat seafood.
But, like,
doesn't drink anymore because of gout. But
Do you like consciously like stay away from red meat, or you just usually just eat chicken?
We just don't buy it because the last time I ate it, I literally was like sick for 2 days, and I just it's probably because I don't ever eat it.
I don't know if like
It's just-
if you were getting it like that was like another
And red meat is very
like, not
expensive.
pescatarian, not vegetarian, but like if there's something, there's a term for somebody who doesn't eat red meat.
oh, I don't. I have no idea.
Probably.
I know I don't eat red meat or any meat, and for that matter, mainly because of the environmental aspect. Because I was kind of like, you know what, I need to pick something I'm passionate about and just like roll with it. Because I was just kind of like at a point in my life where I was like bland. I was like, why am I here? What am I doing? You know what I mean? And that's one of the main reasons, the environmental aspect of what the production of meat in this country and what's in our meat.
It's absurd.
It's disgusting what is in our meat, what they're allowed to put in our meat. And so I was like, well, fuck it, I don't need to eat meat.
Which is ironic considering I work for a steakhouse.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's dude, some of the studies they've done is just like really, it was really eye opening. I looked into it. And I only looked into it for a couple hours, and it was enough information for me. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it.
Was there a couple like movies that were made about?
Mhm.
What
Yep.
the fuck were they called?
GMOs and shit like
The Netflix
growth
documentary?
hormones and
Uh-huh.
shit.
Mhm.
Yeah. I don't remember what it's called, but they're not paying us, so fuck them.
So, like, obviously, you said you cut cold turkey and you did away with it, but you'll eat meat or you'll eat fish, you'll eat eggs, right? Obviously, you had
Dairy
eggs
doesn't
Benedict.
count.
Yeah, because you eat cheese too.
Yeah, I do
So
eat
dairy
cheese,
doesn't
so
count.
dairy doesn't count. But it's more or less just what I want to eat. It's not like I'm
Yeah,
sticking
you're
to a
not
strict
sure.
diet. It's
Yeah.
just like
Yeah.
what I feel is okay for me to eat in my sense. But
I mean, it makes sense. You gave it to an extent. It's
How hard was
basically-
that at first? I'm sure it's easier now, but
it honestly wasn't even that bad. It really wasn't. It was hard. Like I enjoy to cook, but now I literally have to cook almost every day. Just because the options in the lunchroom aren't very good, and they're all based off of meat. Like in my growing up, it's meat, vegetable, potatoes. Like that is every single meal I ate up until last year around this time. So it was definitely a weird transition. It was different, but now, I feel like I'm a better cook. I prepare better meals, and I genuinely feel better. But
yeah, you're definitely cooking. I've seen like your Instagram pictures and shit.
Yeah,
You're
that's why we
definitely
need the SOS Podcast Chopped Edition.
you're definitely cooking up
dude,
some
let's
cool
do it.
shit.
That'd be
YouTube
fun.
video.
That'd be super fun.
I'll cook against you. I don't care.
Oh yeah, I'm down.
I cook all the
I am
time.
down. I'll probably cook you the best steak you ever had, and I won't even
I
try
don't
it.
eat steak.
Oh yeah, I forgot you don't eat red meat. Well, cool.
You don't eat red meat? I didn't know that.
Rarely.
Hmm.
I had last time I had it was
Did
about a
not
month
know
and a
that.
half ago, and I literally shit my brains out for 2 days.
You don't really have any dietary restrictions, do you?
I just think it's
Fucking-
because I don't eat it all
Yeah.
the time.
I mean, I'm not a big like steak guy. Like, I think it's all the same.
And
I
steak
used to think
steak
that.
is expensive.
I used to think that
'Cause I'm not
until
gonna
I
get the-
started like obviously I'm
you
around
can
it
tell the
every
difference
day,
when you're around
and
it
then
every
when
day.
you go and you buy an expensive steak, like oh my, there's just a massive difference in quality of meat. Like there,
Okay, I understand it, but like we went to that benchmark place.
Mhm.
I got a steak that was $30. Drew got a steak that was like $100.
Mm-hmm.
I ate mine. I tried his. I didn't think it was that much of a $70 difference.
Was there a
Right.
size difference?
His was a lot smaller than mine.
Yeah, it was tenderloin.
It was like
Believe me,
$100.
you are.
Yeah, there's just it just depends, and
it's
there's
just
a bunch of
where
different
it's cut from and
cuts
how
and-
it's cut.
And also the beef, like how the steak is raised.
From the gas station at fucking Mohican. Like,
oh, that's an exception, dude. That's some of the best steak.
That's probably.
But there's also probably some local farmer up the road.
It's a ribeye.
Yeah,
I mean, it's the perfect marbleization.
That wouldn't even go through a butcher.
Yes.
I'm saying this as a pescatarian.
The
Like,
farmer
I do kind of miss Mohican steaks.
The farmer just cut it up himself and shipped it to the gas station.
So did you, just because we've recorded at your house a couple times and I've been to your house a million times, like because as long as I've been around you, like now you're like super self-conscious too about like everything that like your waste and excessive amounts of plastic
and what you use.
Yeah. Did that stem from going from like the pescatarian lifestyle? You're like, hey, you know what? This was just like a total lifestyle change in general.
Yes.
It was all one.
Or you're just like, hey, I don't want a fucking trash can anymore.
No, it was it was all at the same time. Just a complete, total transformation.
You did, dude. 100%.
See, that is one thing I could never do.
Not have a trash can?
Yeah.
It is.
Me either.
Okay.
Stand it, bro.
We bought 6 bags of trash this week.
I don't even think about it, but it's just fucking.
Literally everyone I've talked to, they're like, "Oh, how did you stop eating meat? How haven't you had meat in a year?" Like they're like, "Oh, I gotta have meat at least once a week. If I go a week without eating meat, I have like withdrawals and stuff." I'm like, "Yeah, probably because of the shit that's in your fucking meat."
Mm-hmm.
But no, it's like that was the hardest thing is the whole waste thing. I try to live a minimal waste lifestyle. I like to say zero waste, but that's not true because it's almost impossible in this day and age. It's not impossible. It's definitely a plausible thing to do, but it was hands down one of the hardest things I've ever had to do in my life.
Like for a while, were you like balling shit up and like throwing it where your trash can used to be and just like hit the floor?
No, I still have waste because it's hard, but I don't use any single-use plastic anymore. I try not to. Sometimes, just it happens. We're all human, but this day and age, everything is so disposable. Like, and if you think about it, you go to the grocery store. Like I didn't go to the grocery store like Kroger for like 3 months, and I went in to get some things for something or whatever. But because usually it's just I say I'm pescatarian, but it's mainly a plant-based diet. Like I eat a lot of nuts, fruits, vegetables, beans. And that's about it. I don't eat fish at home, but when I go out to eat and stuff, I'll eat fish, shellfish, things like that.
Have you tried like Beyond?
I have, and it's actually really cool. At first I was kind of against it because a lot of them are soy products.
Right?
So
wait, what is it?
Impossible and Beyond.
Yeah, Impossible.
Meats, they're plant-based like burger essentially, and
it's
actually really good. It's really good.
It doesn't like obviously it doesn't have like the meaty like taste, but it tastes pretty damn good.
I thought it tasted like a burger.
It looks like
the
shit
Beyond
when you.
Impossible is not. I'm not a big fan of it.
I didn't like the
Beyond
Impossible
is
burger.
better.
I like the Beyond burger.
Is that what like the Burger King shit is? Like the Impossible burger?
Impossible, yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's I don't know. I get them sometimes. I like the Beyond burgers.
But you're not like you don't go soy based a lot of things.
I don't like to do a lot of soy, mainly because it's high in estrogen, and another thing is a lot of I get a lot of shit for this whole thing because of where I live. Small town USA. It's kind of frowned upon, really.
Yeah, Logan's parents have cows.
Fuck you.
But yeah, no, it's but so there's a lot of rainforests in South America that are just chopped down. Over 50% of all rainforests have been chopped down in the last 20 years to plant soy and palm oil fields. And
so it's almost
most of the soy goes into feed the cows that we eat.
Yeah,
mainly.
So the ones that are producing like the soy based products aren't necessarily those farms and shit.
Yeah, but still, I try to make the most sensible decisions.
You don't realize how much of an impact like livestock actually takes. It's not like you need a shit ton of space for them.
Yeah.
First off, but then you need a shit ton of space to grow what you need to feed them.
Yep, and water. They utilize more water than any other industry on the planet. They utilize so much water just to create one steak. That and the textile industry, like clothes.
Yeah.
Clothes. I think clothes uses more than the meat industry, but the meat industry's up there.
It is crazy.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say because you're talking about like single-use plastic, and like I told you at work, like when I open our kitchen and we're opening just steak after steak, like it's just
everything's covered in plastic.
Ridiculous amount of plastic that I threw away this morning.
It's just it all comes in like plastic.
Yeah, it's like essentially vacuum sealed.
Okay, yeah.
So nothing all of our stuff is.
This is Longhorn Steakhouse, correct?
Yeah, this is all fresh, never frozen. So it all comes in super fresh, vacuum sealed, and then we open everything up. But
hashtag ad, by the way.
but literally, when we open things, then I pull the meat out of the bag and I throw the bag away, and I do that multiple times a day. Times 7,
even when you get home,
and we're one of 700-800 restaurants, so it's just not. I got that. Sorry, it took me a minute on that.
Did you have to see me to get it?
Yeah, once you laughed, it hit me. But
I don't think Logan even caught it yet.
Logan doesn't know where he is. He sees humans.
Mike said that he pulls the meat out of the bag and throws it away, and
he said, like
Jordan said, like you do at home.
Yeah, I heard that.
He just didn't find it funny.
he just doesn't find Jordan funny at all.
He's just waiting for that. He's waiting for that dad joke. And I'm just
like training myself with you. Jesus. Every time you talk, I got like stone face, like not funny.
But no, in reality, I started doing that, especially when I started living alone. Is like, I would recycle, put all my plastic in a separate container and recycle all my plastic. It's amazing the amount of plastic that you throw away and you don't even think about it. Don't even think about it.
The majority of the plastic you throw away can't be recycled.
Sure.
And that's one of the tough things.
I'm like weary about it because how much of your recycling actually can't be recycled in general.
Exactly. And that's one of the main reasons why I choose to live the lifestyle I live with. It's like I recycle what I can, mainly paper stuff, but I don't use water bottles. I don't use plastic water bottles. I don't ever buy a case. I haven't bought a case of water in a year. I don't go and get a 24-ounce pop or 20-ounce pop or whatever it is. I bring water in my reusable container. Coffee, like when I go to a coffee shop, I'll fill it up with my cup and charge me whatever. But yeah, like when I was saying going to Kroger, you look around. If you haven't been to Kroger in a while and you've been self-conscious about not using plastic, trying to, and you walk into Kroger, the entire store is made of plastic. The whole fucking store.
Motherfucker.
All right, so
exactly.
Yeah, so we brought up the whole fucking Bumble Tinder thing with the chick that didn't like you because you didn't want to eat cheeseburgers.
Yeah.
Fuck that bitch, by the way.
Yeah, no shit.
Are you okay over there?
What are you doing? And you're talking in the bottom of your mic again.
Is it working? Is it picking me up?
Yes.
Shut your fucking mouth.
This is not getting deleted, by the way.
God damn it. Why the fuck don't you guys have girlfriends? Is it COVID? Is it hard? Tinder hard? Like what?
Is it hard? I hope not.
Well,
not currently. Not currently.
No, but it made me think of it when you brought up the chick on the
Bumble.
Fuck it is, yeah.
Farmers only.
What's the dating scene right now?
I think Jordan and we have different views or reasonings. Jordan, I don't think you might correct. You can go into this, but
don't speak for me.
I'm not trying to, but I think it's just because you haven't found somebody that was essentially worth the time.
I just don't want to put in the time. Like, hey,
relationships are a lot of work.
I have my goals and what I want to do. I'm gone every weekend. I'm in a different state.
And you really are.
Different. Yeah, whatever. I've gone.
I feel like
I'm doing me, and
I'm jealous.
That's what I want to do, and if I find somebody along the way, hell yeah. Granted, I don't even socialize. It's like I've almost become antisocial because of COVID. Like now, I just keep to my crew. I keep to myself. Like it's so incredibly hard. You can just not like
people in general, which I don't like.
No, I genuinely enjoy socializing, but it's just hard because you don't know how people are with COVID, like how they react, and like do they want to meet new people and stuff like that. Because of how COVID is,
it's hard to gauge what they want.
Exactly.
But is that what like Tinder and shit's for?
Oh,
so you don't have to like be in a bar and be like, hey, how you feel about?
Hey, let me tell
you.
That's a whole other story though.
Now you just be like, hey, come over.
I'll be on one of those like dating apps, and then I'll get a match or whatever, and then I just completely lose interest in talking. Like I don't have time to fucking talk to you.
Get a match and just like, you know what? I don't want to talk to you.
I wish there was just like this app that said, hey, we're both grown ass humans that need to have sex to live. Let's just fucking do adult things and go on our way. If we want to go grab some dinner, we can. You can
probably
come
find
over.
that on Craigslist.
I'll cook for you. I'm so cool. I'd love to cook for you, and then we can bang it out. You can go home, whatever. Boom. If we fall in love, hell yes. But
Craigslist did away with their
Craigslist. I'm not buying an Asian or something.
Why should it be Asian?
It's fucking. It was just an example.
What are you implying there?
I don't know.
Wait.
Anyway, so
Wait a minute.
why are Goldsby? Why are you? What's your reasoning behind?
I'll jump into mine. Gage, what were you gonna say?
I'm just so confused on buying Asians.
You said Craigslist. I'm so
Nobody
confused.
uses
Nobody
Craigslist
buys
isn't even
Asians on
fucking
Craigslist.
around
You used to be able to
anymore.
buy humans
Craigslist
on
is
Craigslist.
around.
Humans.
You might have been able to buy humans
I
on
don't
Craigslist.
think that was ever a
there was,
thing.
I'm sure.
I'm sure you can still buy blowjobs on Craigslist.
Probably. I don't know.
Kind of a weird place.
I mean, I feel like this is just a prostitution. There's still hookers. Like
Yeah.
Is it?
Sure.
What was that thing?
That's
Black Page.
Huh?
Black page.
Yes.
Black Pages.
Yes.
Is that what it was
Yes.
Oh,
called?
like,
Yeah.
play on the yellow pages.
Yes,
No,
but
back
it was
back page.
back pages.
Back
Yes.
page.
Yep.
Wasn't it like a little prostitution ring,
Yep.
whatever that got blown up a couple years
Yep.
back?
I have no
Yep.
idea.
Because I had a friend that used that fucking website and got
Really?
a hooker off of it. Yep.
Huh.
Yep.
I feel
So-
like I'd be really nervous to.
That is
Like,
Craigslist's
buy a
evil
hooker.
You wouldn't even get a
stepsister.
massage, so yeah, I would imagine you're
Right.
nervous about meeting a hooker. So to answer for the reason I think this topic even came up, because like I was telling you guys when I went to Phoenix.
Is that painter's tape on your finger?
I was looking at that
No,
earlier.
it's a blue Band-Aid.
I've never seen
Is
a blue
that
Band-Aid
from
like
Longhorn?
Yes.
Yes, corporate. That's corporate like bandage companies that come in and fill your fucking first aid kits. We have the
Yes.
same color band-aids.
It's like a
at work.
Centos fucking.
But the reason,
Yeah, Centauros
the
bandages,
reason,
yes.
the reason it's blue and
looks
not
like Panther
flesh covered is because if you lose the Band-Aid, it'll be noticeable.
So you
So
want
right
somebody
away.
can fucking throw it away. In
So
trash
if I'm
can.
on online cooking and my Band-Aid comes off and gets in somebody's
you can pull it out and
mashed
then send them their
potatoes, I'll
food.
see it.
You know what? That makes sense because ours changed when we went food grade.
Yes.
Because then you
Makes
can pull it
fucking
out and
sense.
still give them their food, right?
Yes. Anywho, so
Dude, if I got a fucking plate of food, a fucking Band-Aid in it.
I'll eat it anyway.
I think I probably would too. I'd probably just pick it out.
Yeah,
and eat
pick it out.
shit.
I'm not that guy. I find a hair in my food. I'm not mad about it. Shit
Hair doesn't
happens. I
bother me as
pull it
much
out.
because
No,
it's like everybody's got hair.
A
Fuck it.
Band-Aid?
Band-Aids.
And you pull
Okay,
that-
too
if I
far.
pull the Band-Aid out and there's like pus on it, I'll get a new
Pus.
meal.
Well, there's a
Maybe
good,
I'll ask the
there's a
waiter,
good chance
like,
that
what
this
is
Band-Aid
more?
is covering something that's bleeding.
Any idea
Yes.
where this Band-Aid came from or like what's going on there? Because
Like, if this was just
I'll
like
eat
for...
it if
Hey,
it's
I would
just
like
like
to talk to the
If this
person
was
whose
just
Band-Aid
hangnail
came
or
off of,
something.
please.
I need to see the wound before I eat my mashed potatoes, okay?
If this was like covering a hangnail, we're fine.
Yes.
right, yeah, give me some backstory here.
But
So-
if this is a fucking knife slice, I'm gonna need some new mashed potatoes, please.
Yes.
So
Free.
anyways, my family out west is like, I don't want to say like, not original, it's not the word I'm looking for. Like old school in a sense of like you get married, you have kids, like at younger age, traditional. Thank you.
There you go.
Younger age, whatever. And every time I go out there, or are you seeing anybody? Oh, you know,
see a lot of
you
people every
anybody?
day.
You been dating anybody? Every fucking family member I see out there. And it's just how they are, and there's nothing wrong with it. And I don't blame them at all. But like my sister's grandparents have been married for almost 60 years, and
shit.
they're fun as hell to be
That's a long
around.
time.
I love them. They're a blast. But when we were out there this last time, like he was like the grandpa was even like, oh, you know, we got married when we were 20. I'm like, yeah. I was like, I don't know. I was like, that's just people aren't doing that
Good
as
for
much
you, man.
anymore. And he's like, oh no.
Congrats,
He's like,
man.
he's like, we lived a great life together. And I'm like, yeah, I get that. I'm like, it's
I
just
wasn't born in the 1800s. Let me
like
know.
there's
Fuck you, Grandpa
multiple
Tamkins.
like there's multiple reasonings for me. You know, and Logan says, why aren't we dating? Like from my
He said,
aspect,
why the fuck don't you have girlfriends?
Like-
Why aren't we dating like you and Logan?
No, like what you two.
how the fuck do we have a podcast and none of us can talk? Like every time somebody says something, they get made fun of for saying it. So how we have this, and this is our 5th episode.
We're trying to help people.
No idea. Yeah, I know. Yeah. But
I forgot it's
No, we're bringing light to the situation. Carry on.
Correct.
Well,
Correct.
it's been on the whole time.
But there's.
The new
I
flight.
wish the camera would zoom in on my face right now.
I can make it zoom in on your face.
This is literally just like Modern Family when they fucking.
Yeah.
They're always doing little camera actions.
Modern podcasting couch. All right.
Anyways,
The heated one.
but no, like for me, there's
It's hot as
multiple reasonings why I'm not dating anybody, and the biggest one for me is like I was talking to somebody about 2 years ago, and we got into the conversation of me wanting to move out west, and she was like, "Oh, you know, she's from Gibsonburg, and pretty much after the conversation, she just pretty much told me that she has a good family and doesn't want to move away. And she loves being around her family a lot. And I'm like, I get that. You totally respect that. And it died right then. That was it. Just because she found out that I don't want to live here and she wants to live here. And so that pretty much set in my mind, why would I want to keep trying to date somebody
who doesn't want to do what you do?
Who, no, not necessarily that, but like when I'm trying to go away and do things, it's going to be really hard to find somebody and says, hey, I'm moving out west. Either you come with me or we break up.
Or you just want to do you and you want to
just move and find a bitch out there.
Yeah.
I mean, and
no, that doesn't keep you from like playing
yes.
around.
Yes.
Like you can go ahead and like meet new people and stuff now.
Well, no. And believe me, I'm not saying I haven't. It's not like I've been celibate for the last 10 years, but it's the fact of like, I'm not trying to
get pregnant and die.
I'm not trying to get serious with anybody. Like I enjoy the single life. And so it's one of those and there's nothing wrong with people asking me like if I'm dating anybody, but then it gets to the conversation of, oh, well, why not? And it's like, well, I don't want to date anybody right now. Just like I don't want to have kids.
It just goes to the stereotypical, traditional way that you should live. Like everyone has this expectation on you, like, hey, you have to get married by 30. You have to have children by 32.
It's the American dream.
You have to buy a house. You have to live in the suburbs. You have to fucking. It's all bullshit.
Are we in the suburbs of Genoa?
I'm just saying. It's the fucking figure of speech. I'm just saying, though.
No, I know.
That's what you're supposed to do, and everything else is frowned upon. That's all fucking bullshit.
But it's the same thing. Like
live your
for
life
me,
how you want.
It's not even just the dating thing. Because even when I got out west, that's not my first thought process of, oh, I want to get in a relationship.
I need to find a girlfriend.
I don't want that. I'm not right now. My thought process is, I want to build a fucking career. Like I want to get something going for myself and be able to build a lifestyle that I want to be able to live and move forward and build an empire in a sense. Yes, that's exactly right. So my career is my biggest focus and my ultimate direction I want to go, but that doesn't mean it's the same thing for other people.
Let me set things straight though. Having that traditional lifestyle, there's zero things wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
I almost knew that somebody was gonna backtrack.
Nothing wrong with that at all. I'm just saying,
backpedal now, motherfucker.
For some people, it shouldn't be frowned upon to not want that.
No.
It shouldn't be frowned upon.
And this conversation is saying that when and why I wanted to bring it up in general wasn't about why I'm not dating. It's about what I'm doing is whatever the fuck I want to do. It's the same thing. Logan does whatever the fuck he wants to do. Gage,
damn right.
You, anybody in this room, anybody in this fucking world can do whatever the fuck they want to do
within reason.
And regardless, it's nobody else's. I'm not necessarily business, but it's
it really is no one else's business.
But it's no, because like I don't have I'm not going to tell my sister it's none of your business when she asks me why I'm not dating anybody. But
you could.
It's still in reality like it's what I want to do.
Yeah, but in reality,
my life and my personal decisions and my personal feelings.
And the people that you want in your life, they're gonna not treat you any different.
As long as I'm happy, that's all that matters.
Absolutely.
Just like when I'm thinking of like, because you and Kayla were together for how long? 4 years? Almost 5?
Yeah.
And how long have you guys been broken up?
Almost a year and a quarter.
Oh, has it been over a year?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's been
okay.
well over a year.
I didn't realize it had been that long. But it's one of those things too, where it's like, you know, you and I've had this conversation, like where you're focusing on yourself and what you want to do next. And I mean, you're fucking traveling more than you've ever traveled. Than I've ever known you to travel.
Basically, ride your snowboard across country. Yeah. I feel like I'm there on your Instagram stories.
But I mean, you're doing your own thing, and I'm doing my own thing, and we're all doing our own things.
There's nothing wrong.
So
with
it's like the question. It's no different, and I can understand this, like from when like girls like have to hear this, like the comments of, "Oh, when are you guys gonna have children?" You know, "Oh, when are you guys gonna have babies? When are you gonna have babies?" You know, and people hear that shit all the time, I'm sure, and it's like, fuck, man. Maybe they don't want to have fucking kids. Who gives a fuck if they don't have kids? It's not just because they have just because they have the means to reproduce doesn't mean they have to reproduce.
Yeah.
It's okay to not.
No, I completely agree. And like you said, it's all about what you want to do. And I just hate the social aspect of things being frowned upon by what, like you make a decision to do something that's not normal or out of those normal limits, and it's frowned upon. It's like, that ain't how it should be. Definitely not how it should be. But yeah. So
with that being said, like, I know you're not trying, but in the sense, like, I'm not on Tinder or Bumble or anything, but you are. Considering we're sitting here and your Bumble is going off a couple times.
Your Bumble is bumbling.
Yes. The bees are in my pockets.
So he's got bees in his pockets.
The boobies.
Fucking bimbit boobies. Ooh, boob be.
So how he's gonna leave you hanging. He tried to fist bump and you
long
like,
Don't
arms,
fist bump
I would've
yourself.
done
Shove
it.
it up your ass,
no,
motherfucker.
he was taking a drink in his defense, but it was still good timing. So
What the fuck?
how is like so you obviously you've been
Jesus
dating,
Christ,
you've been
really?
trying, or you've been on Bumble Tinder before COVID, and now we're into COVID. We're almost into a year.
haven't. I've only ever been on it.
Well, we're almost into a year into COVID, and so like, has things like, are things weirder now? Like, are girls like, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't see you, or maybe we shouldn't like see each other in person.
I don't know. I can't get to that step. I just like, they message me, and then I'm like,
I don't even meet. They're like,
yeah.
fuck.
Yeah, they
I
find out,
message for a little bit, and then it's like, I just don't feel.
they find out you don't eat hamburgers.
Yeah, then they
and-
find out I don't eat hamburgers, and they're like, oh fuck,
You should
that's all I
just
eat every
the
day.
next
So-
Tinder match. You should just come straight up to them, like as soon as it match, and just be like, "Hey, I don't eat meat. I don't have a trash can, and I don't have a TV."
That's not true. He has,
No, I shouldn't
That
do that.
should
What
be
I
your
should do
bio.
though, I've been very like modest. I should just be straight up like, hey, I'm gone every single weekend. I travel. I do a lot of things. You can come with me. I don't give a fuck. But I just honestly want to have some adult time and fucking cook.
I mean,
food
okay,
sometimes.
so
Like,
is it like out of the question? There's still like a bio for this shit, right?
Can't you
I'm
just put
so
that as your
bad
bio?
at that, too. I-
Make it what you just said. Make that your fucking bio.
I'll do that right now.
I'm fucking gone every weekend. If you want to come snowboarding, you can.
If
I don't
not,
eat meat. I don't have a fucking trash can. Like,
and I watched Jimmy.
I'm the only
and
meat.
I really
I'll
just-
assume
and I
you won't
watch
eat
Jimmy
mine.
Fallon every night.
but I'm an adult.
You're
And
not
I,
watching Jimmy Fallon every night. but-
Too far.
What'd you say?
I feel like you can't be any more upfront than that. Like, if that's the first thing they see a picture of you and they see
You don't watch Jimmy Fallon every night? I thought you did.
Didn't you move your TV to the garage?
To watch Jimmy Fallon?
Yeah, I ripped my TV off my living room wall and put it in the garage because I never use it. But no, I don't watch Jimmy Fallon every night. I used to watch it every Friday night when I got off work. If I got off work in time,
okay.
I've been on day shift, so I haven't been able to watch it. Anyway.
So for you guys that live with a significant other, like, has this been weird or different?
Has this been weird?
open shit.
Like, has it been different in the sense of we're home?
Has it
like,
affected
when
your
things were shut down,
relationships?
like, not as much now, because I feel like now it's not nowhere near, but like middle of March to fucking May, when restaurants and everything was shut down, and you go to work, come home, it was the same thing every fucking day.
Personally, my life has not changed at all because
well,
Is
have
there a
you-
difference? Like, even when you guys were just you're going home, coming back, going home, because Jess was working from home for a while too, right? Oh, she wasn't even during COVID. She used to stay
maybe
going
like a week.
Oh, okay. But
I
regardless,
mean, literally, my life has not changed at all because with us having Coop, it's not like every night we're going somewhere new. You know, maybe
Yeah,
on
yeah.
the weekends we'll get my mom or somebody to watch Coop and we'll go do something, but hardly ever are we, out till 3 o'clock, out on the town, closing bars down anymore.
Well, you
Like,
can't.
well, I
Yeah,
know,
they
but I
close at
mean,
10.
even when it wasn't
Bars
COVID,
close at
like
10.
it's,
Yeah, no.
I mean, so literally,
Not a whole lot's
I
changed.
can't say that my life has changed at all. I've worked more than I did before COVID. I mean, home life is still the same. I mean, I don't really have much on the topic. It's pretty much all.
Yeah, you know what?
What
You don't
about-
bring anything to the fucking table, so shut the fuck up.
I feel like I don't. Completely honest.
You
Gage?
probably should just go home.
How was your weekend? All right, I worked. Fucking, same shit.
For me, I don't think a whole. I mean, besides the fact of getting food somewhere, which I mean, you could still get takeout, which is what we ended up doing regardless most of the time. I mean, Bree's a nurse, so
I don't feel like you guys go out a whole lot anyway.
she kept working, same thing, and I mean, I kept working. It was just in a different place, so I mean that aspect changed. I went from being at Clay to being in the hospital. But
have you guys grew closer at all? Like, is it? Did
Nah,
it
fuck that
affect? Oh boy.
She hear you to the floor.
probably not.
She listens to the podcast.
She
so-
doesn't. Fuck her for not listening, by the way.
She doesn't
Oh, I
listen?
thought she did listen.
She hasn't listened to one of them yet.
Yeah, I think Jess listens to it, but I don't.
Yeah, Logan
Yeah,
doesn't even
Jess
fucking
literally,
listen
when
to
I
it.
went to their house last weekend, Jess made a comment to me about the previous episode.
I know.
And she's like, oh, yeah, when you guys were talking about this. And I'm like, okay, awesome. Hell yeah, you're listening.
Your husband doesn't
And then
know
I'm
about
like,
it.
I say something to Logan about it, and he's like, what? When did we talk about that?
But
Do we,
I
have,
don't-
do we have it record somewhere we can go back and see what we talked about? Was that a thing?
No, not at all.
But no, I mean, it hasn't been a whole lot different. Do you think like relationship like gotten closer? I mean,
Gotten closer,
yeah.
like has
See, that's my thing.
has
Because
your
I feel like,
relationship changed
You,
at all?
feel like
yours,
you,
yours is different because you have Coop.
but
so
I feel
it's
like some people, like the thought about like the shutdown is that like it would probably be different if like the shutdown literally meant like we didn't get to leave the house, like we're together all day, every day. But
Which are not. You get to go to
I
the
mean,
restaurant.
I know I was not, but are there literally people that were like that? Where
Yes,
like,
there
was.
you
Yes.
had, like they stayed in their house
Like,
all
can you
day?
imagine? Actually, prime example.
Because there was
is I
never
know-
like martial law where you couldn't leave your house. So
No. But like a prime example for people that so restaurants, everything else was shut down. So if you have a job to go to, you left and went to work and came back. If you all of a sudden your job says, hey, you're working from home now. There's 2 teachers I can think of that are married, and they both like that was their job, and so
They were just at home all day.
they were now teaching at home, and so they never left. And so it's like in that sense where people were saying that they either grew either 2 things happened. Either you got closer, or I'm sorry, 3 things. You either got closer, things were about the same, or things got fucking
or you
rough.
get divorced.
Because it's like, hey, now we're around each other every day,
I
7
fucking
days a
hate you.
week.
I
You
mean,
don't go
yeah.
to work. I don't go to work. There's nowhere else to go. And then you, especially, can you imagine a new relationship 6 months in, the month before you finally just got this new place together, and then the fucking world shuts down. Your job now, both your jobs are from home. You guys never
And you're
leave the
stuck
fucking house
together.
together. 0 separation.
Yeah, no, I
I would
agree.
be out of the
That'd be-
house.
But I think,
Or were you doing some weird ass shit?
but I think Bree and I have grown closer.
we're gonna figure out boundaries for the next
445
3 months.
bumpkins.
4:45 every day.
It's a weird time.
AM or
Keep
PM?
things interesting.
AM or PM?
It's both.
You get 2 bumpkins a day?
Drew Brees.
I will never have a pumpkin in my
I
life.
don't shit
You're
twice a
getting
day.
2 a day.
You don't shit. I guess.
I only
Why
shit
did you
once a
say
day.
Drew Brees when he said 4:45?
Because remember when he said the time, he said that's a weird time.
Okay.
I think it was like something 40.
It was like-
8:42.
Like it was
7:42.
6 something.
6:42.
Yeah.
6:42.
Oh,
But then
okay.
I thought
It's like, that's a weird time to retire.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he
But no,
said
Drew Brees did retire though.
You said Blumpkin, and then he goes
He
Drew
said Drew
Brees,
Brees.
When
and
he
I'm
said
like
4:45, and
Drew
I said
Brees
that's a
with
weird
a
time.
Blumpkin with Drew Brees.
What the fuck?
He probably get. I don't know. He
Okay,
was like
back
a-
to the topic. I think Bree and I have gotten closer during. I mean, we bought a house, we bought a dog. We've done a lot of
You
shit.
wouldn't have done that even if with
As
You might have
soon-
sped it up a little bit. I bet it sped it up.
I think buying a house, I think COVID slowed down because everything
I
fucking.
think it sped up because the housing
Motherfucker.
market was so good that
the
you were
housing
like,
market was not good.
well, not to
Tell him
buy,
about
to
his
sell.
life.
To
Yeah,
sell.
don't tell him about his own life, damn it.
You're
It
right.
was terrible
to
to
sell.
buy.
To sell, not to buy.
But no,
But
so
I mean, houses are cheaper now.
Yeah, no, to buy because
No,
the
they're not.
interest rates are so fucking low.
they are, but
The
you're
price
paying
is
you're
higher.
paying
Yeah,
15K
yeah.
more for what than
Yeah,
asking
true,
price.
True.
It's probably not as bad now as it
I
was.
say they've dropped considerably.
Yeah, I mean, when we first started, there were houses like 700 square foot going for like $115,000.
Damn.
Yeah, that's like $140 a square foot. Like, no, but I mean, we did. But obviously, towards the end, we got this priced for more than we paid for it. So,
Yeah, that's awesome.
but I think it would have slowed it down to an extent because I don't think we would have book because we bought book because we
Book's a
couldn't
dog, right?
we couldn't find a house. Yes, book's the fucking dog, dude.
No, Devin Booker, the NBA
Booker T.
player.
Washington.
His
bought
name
him.
was Devin.
But so we bought him because we couldn't find. Well, we could find houses, but they were selling like
Yeah.
and for way more than asking price. So we're
Oh
like,
yeah, if you're
fuck
trying to sell right now, now's the
So we're like,
best
yeah, let's
time.
buy a dog, and then literally
The
we
best
bought
time to
book,
try
and
to sell.
2 weeks later, like
it's still the
this
same
came
by,
up,
like,
and we were like,
spring.
oh okay.
Yep.
I
But,
think it
yeah.
will be.
Like spring is our house will be up.
Like you're saying within the next 6 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it will be because people with people not going, like, even though things are open, people still are not going out. Like there are people that I know that are like, yeah, no, I don't want to go. I'm still not taking the chance of going to a
Movie
restaurant.
theater would open up.
There's people that I know that
It
like
is
that are
open.
just generally
Is
in that
it?
aspect.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the movie theater's back
Yeah.
open.
Yeah, cause say Coop.
I'm not getting charged for
Coop
fucking
probably been to
movie pass.
3 movies.
But just in the fact of like there are people that just don't want to right now, and like I know like from a restaurant standpoint, like our numbers are not what they were. Nobody's are like everybody's not doing anything close to what they used to, and so people they're saving more money. They're you've got the stimulus
It
check.
depends about saving more money though, because if they're not working,
I'm
not saving more money. I'm blowing more money.
I was gonna say,
Well,
I
no,
feel
but
like people
people-
are
let
getting
me-
these stimulus checks
people
and
are-
going out and buying shit they don't need.
But people are still.
but that's what the
working.
stimulus check was for, though.
Yeah,
the
that's
stimulus
definitely-
check wasn't to save; it
No,
was
it's
to
for you
stimulate
go
the
buy
economy.
shit you don't
But
need.
people are still like in my sense. What I'm saying is people are working, but they're not going anywhere.
So they're
Because
not-
they're
Yeah.
afraid to because of
Yeah.
COVID.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I can tell you right now, hands down, when I continued to work, when things were shut down, but I couldn't go anywhere after work. Fucking go to work, go home, repeat. I saved a fuck ton of money. Because I mean I was going out and hanging out with friends or going out to a bar or
Yeah,
restaurant.
no, I was saving money too. But I was also buying a
twice a
bunch of
week.
shit that I didn't need.
All the time after
On
work.
Amazon.
We'd close the restaurant and we could go to one of the bars or other places nearby after work.
And every time you go to the bar, it's $100. Every fucking
Fuck
time.
no, dude.
Every time.
No way in
That's
hell.
just you.
That is 100% just you, dude.
No, it is
Yes,
not.
it is.
Okay, what
Jordan,
bars do you go
Jordan,
to? Fucking
Jordan.
No,
Dirty
dude,
Peas?
no.
Jesus.
But you
Dirty
have
P
you.
is not
I
even
love you
dirty
for this.
anymore.
I love you for this. But every time we go out, you buy everybody at the bar around. You buy everybody fucking shots.
No, I don't.
Jordan, I've been to the bar with you twice, and I don't think I paid for a drink.
You're laughing.
Okay,
for
well,
a
I don't
reason.
buy the whole bar.
Not
talking
the whole
about the
bar,
people
but
that went to the
group
bar
that you're
with us.
Yes,
Hey, I'll buy you all around. And I do that.
I thought we alternate rounds. I mean, that's what happens.
I'm just saying I don't spend $100 every time that you.
Every time I go to the
okay,
bar,
it's
$100.
if I had to guess, it was anywhere from $30 to $60. And yeah, it's twice a week.
30, 60, 100.
But then in my
Quick math.
but yeah, you do the math and you figure out how much you're going out and spend money every week, and it's like, yeah, fuck, dude, that adds up
Yeah,
quickly.
it does, definitely does.
So I definitely saved money when things were closer.
Honestly,
but
I'd say that I didn't save money, but I actually saved a lot.
on the relationships topic, though, I was thinking about how it was actually brilliant marketing in a sense, because I don't know how much the marketing for this product really works, but Hulu, I was sitting there at home watching Hulu one night, and
It's live sports.
yes, Hulu is live sports. Where did that come from?
You said Hulu.
You're talking about
said
Hulu
Hulu.
and marketing.
That's where
So,
it came from.
Anyways,
I thought you were talking about condoms marketing, so Hulu's different.
What?
I was trying to guess what you were talking about, and you're like,
Why would your mind instantly go to condoms?
I don't know. You're like, the marketing was so great. Back to the dating scene.
If you start talking about condoms,
it is a condom ad on Hulu.
Oh, wow.
What the fuck is that bullshit?
All
It is a
right.
condom
That is
ad
like the
because
most coincidental thing that's
it
ever
was
happened in my
literally.
life.
I'm sitting
Jordan's
there
like, oh yeah,
watching
condoms.
this,
You're talking about condoms.
and it's like it's a couple. It's like a couple. It's a guy and a girl in this fucking apartment, and they're doing all this different things. Like they're painting, they're fucking playing ping pong, they're doing all this different shit. And I'm like, what is this? And literally the text pops up and says, "Running out of things to do during quarantine. Why not have sex?" And it's an ad for Trojan condoms.
This is what I'm talking about. We need a platform that is like, hey, fuck, just want to fuck. That's it. Like, I want to have adult time, and
I thought you were gonna
I'm
say
cool.
dog.
Like, I have my lifestyle.
Yep.
I have my lifestyle that I want to live. Like, I don't have time to let's
Okay.
skip the small talk.
So
Just
I'm
click
not,
the-
I'm
click
not
the
part
link
of,
on
I'm not
Pornhub.
part of that community, but I feel like that's almost what it's for.
It is, but it's not.
I
I don't want to be that guy that's like that though.
Yeah,
But you
I don't
just
wanna
said
be the guy
you
that's like
do.
that.
But you just said you want to do
You
that.
just said
I
you
do.
wish you had a platform where you could do that.
You
It's
have
frowned
one.
upon.
You literally
It's frowned
do.
upon, but it's like everyone. At the end of the fucking day, everyone is fucking human. We're all human, and we all want the same thing at the fucking end of the day.
Right.
So but it's frowned upon.
So what?
It's frowned
You
upon
literally
and-
just said what's all the dating and family shit. Like
Put
fuck
that in your bio.
Like,
What'd
I
you
mean,
say?
I guess I could, but
Oh,
still,
yeah.
though, like I don't want to be that. In
You don't wanna- you
society,
don't wanna look
I
thirsty,
don't want
essentially.
to be that. Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah.
I don't care. I'm just saying,
Post
like,
it, say it, and take a drink, dude. You're not thirsty.
cheers.
I mean, is it that frowned upon though? Because if you put that out there that that's what you want and people see that and then
And then they
contact
magic you
you,
anyway.
I'm
My
saying
thing about it is, like,
you're talking to like-minded people.
Well, exactly, because like if you put that on there, like, hey, I'm just looking for a hookup. Essentially,
I'm just looking to
I'm
fuck.
looking for.
But-
Or
Yeah,
it doesn't even have to
not
be
in that
that.
sense. Maybe not in that
Yeah, I
sense.
wouldn't say I'm looking
I
to
wouldn't
fuck.
say
I wouldn't
that,
put
no.
that.
You know, but like the thing is, like, I want to hook up, but I want you to hang out the next morning. Like, I'll make you coffee and breakfast, but then you can leave. You know
So,
what I
like,
mean?
you wanna
I
have,
want
like,
a
that on
little
there.
bit of
Put that on there.
a little sense of like, you know,
Put adult time and brunch.
time and brunch
That's Jordan's own podcast at home.
And homie,
at home.
But no,
Okay.
I mean, it's
Adult
I get
time
what you're,
and
I get what you're
brunch.
saying.
Adult
I changed the
time
name of
and
no.
brunch.
We
I
should
get
not.
what you're
Never mind.
saying by that.
I just feel like you could totally just be upfront as fuck, put this out there, and then, you know, maybe in a month you won't have anybody fucking bite on it. But if they do, I feel like you're gonna know, like, okay, this person. probably
If
thinks
someone
a little bit
bites
like
on it,
think
then
you will
you
get
can
somebody
have
to
you can
bite
have
on it.
adult time.
Probably
and
a few.
brunch.
Right, and mimosas on fucking Sunday morning,
Yeah.
and you'd be like,
I
all right,
guess.
see you
You
later.
will get a few.
All
that
right,
bite
please
on
leave
it.
now.
I guess I'll
Yeah.
figure
See you
it
next
out.
Saturday.
And then maybe they'll hit you up on Tinder again next week. And
He said he'll finger it out.
Stop saying
I
that.
think you said that.
He just said it.
We'll all figure it out.
I'm not fingering anything.
Collectively.
Plug yourself there. Yeah, I do
Let's
remember.
throw
I
the
do,
plugs
I
in
do
it.
remember
He
shit we
didn't
talked
listen to
about.
last week, but he does remember last week.
That's because your fucking plug. She plugged herself everywhere.
plugged herself.
Comment was
She plugged
perfect.
herself
was-
everywhere on Tinder.
I was hoping one of your
Only
girlfriends. I was hoping one of your girlfriends would have made a comment. Or
Whose
I'm not.
girlfriends?
You don't have a girlfriend. Sorry, your wife. I was hoping your wife or Gage's girlfriend. I was hoping one of your significant others
Side piece.
would have made a comment about our OnlyFans segment. I wanted to
Jess
hear like
did.
what'd she say?
In the kitchen when we all went out to get food, she was like, "Oh, I wish I because Jordan."
But
said,
that was
the
before.
clothes on.
No.
That
I'm
was-
saying I
that
want to
was-
listen to it. That's right. I
She was
remember that.
fully clothed in a robe.
Yeah, she's in a robe. Yeah.
Like,
no,
but
but I
we
want to
get
hear
more
her
clothes.
afterthoughts,
After we
like
talked
now.
about it.
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
Not of like coincidentally walk out to your kitchen and Jess
Yes.
is like, I kind of want to get on OnlyFans just to see what they're posting.
Yes.
Like that's different.
But she
Yeah.
did say if like she could post pictures like in a robe and like pajamas and shit and get paid for it, she would.
Yeah, I would do that. I would send feet pics to whoever wanted them.
I got ingrown toenails like every other month.
Yeah, so
Really?
bro.
All right.
Nobody wants to
Besides
see
that,
that
Jordan,
shit.
Jordan, you got a dad joke this week or what?
I do have a dad joke this week.
I bet you it's not very funny.
Can you just go into it with an open mind? Because
Yeah.
I feel like when you go into it every week, you're like,
This is not funny. Dad,
You're
this
such
is
a
not
stuck
funny.
up dick face.
That could have been your dad joke and you made me laugh.
Dad joke of the week.
Jingle now.
that's all the jingle is. You should you should do like a dad joke jingle to like the they and son jingle. Dad joke.
Okay. okay. Here we go. Here we go. I got it.
All right.
End scene.
He goes end scene. So help me.
What's the thing that where it came from?
Sorry, help me. It's just the company musical coming up.
There's Monsters Inc., right?
Yes.
Holy fuck.
Yes,
I'm
Monsters, Inc.
sweating.
Mike
Warm in
Wazowski.
here.
Let me open the door.
I'm sweating.
Go, Jay.
wet. It's fucking snowing in here and I'm sweating.
Be sure to check out the YouTube page where it's snowing.
Yeah, I
It's
forgot to
snowing.
put the roof on this part of the house.
This what?
It's a skylight.
I got there.
It's actually
I got there.
the light is just a skylight.
What are you looking at me for?
All right. Shh.
That instantly got. I could feel the
Jordan?
cold air coming from the
I'm
fucking
glad you
hall.
can. We can.
Doors blocked.
Bitch, the door is open, man. It can only open so
take the
But
door
far.
off.
we're also
please.
sitting on a heated futon.
It has to be, dude. It has to be. Like my back is.
No, my
Fucking-
chair must be heated.
I'm sweating too.
chair. Ain't no fucking $5
You
chair.
said $4 chair.
Oh,
Now
shit.
Shit,
$4
he disrespected
chair?
my chair. She's on the floor,
I
motherfucker.
think we're
I
all just
did
going
eat.
through menopause right
No, I
now.
think
All right,
we're-
dad joke.
we're
Let's go.
Our cycles synced up. We're all fucking.
All right.
This isn't gonna be good. I'm gonna be so mad.
Ah.
Logan's crying. That might just
Oh,
be
my
sweat.
eyes are sweating.
Dad joke of the week.
There we go. Knew we'd find a way to incorporate that voice.
Let him open up
Hey,
Instagram.
hey,
This whole
it
part
could-
right here,
hey,
they have
it-
to trim out and just have that.
It could be that, but do your the burner. That could be like the music of the.
Oh, 142. All right, go ahead.
Margaret, oh, I do have another beer.
I was gonna say that was sitting there the whole.
Why'd you go up an octave?
I know you got really high. It made me nervous.
I'm not gonna lie to you. This all might be the dad joke.
Dude, but he
Went really high.
All right.
I feel like I pissed my pants. It's so wet.
You can keep that chair, by
Mine's leaking.
the way. Keep the chair.
Dude, but you like surprised yourself.
He's
going
pissed,
so
he's
high and you
shit.
couldn't stop.
You did it.
Oh my god!
All right,
I
here we
feel
go.
like this is a foreshadowing if we do a drug episode on drugs.
On drugs. I like
On
that.
drugs
That
or
was
on
one.
drugs?
Logan's one response.
No, I feel like
Are we
nobody
doing
got it.
on drugs?
Or
no,
on drugs.
Or on
No, we all
drugs.
got
We
it. It wasn't that hard to
Because then
figure
the
out.
conversation continued. You just didn't continue in the
Maybe
conversation.
I texted that and then stopped looking.
You
at it.
did.
All right, Jordan, let's do it.
All right. I just found out the other day that
Wait, is this a dad joke?
this is the
Yes,
dad
this is
joke.
Yes.
Omar now. He's
Come
got a whole
on,
story
man.
that leads
Yeah,
to
I
this
like
is
it.
like,
I like
this
it.
is the
I thought
dad
he was
joke.
going into.
No, it's like it's, no, we're not.
No, this is the dad joke.
All right.
Tell me what you actually didn't find out.
It would be
yesterday.
funnier if you did the joke in your Nala voice the whole time.
No, don't. Because they're not gonna be able to understand what you're saying.
He's gonna do it.
People can understand it.
So,
What are you
And then
doing?
he did. He went.
All right, let's try this again. Dad
So on that note, how about the dad joke of the week?
Dad joke. Dad joke.
So, last week I found out my uncle is addicted to Viagra. My aunt.
That guy goes me right away.
Do that again, I'm gonna fucking punch you in the face.
Oh, damn it, dude. Come on, it's gonna be so good.
Stop.
Don't do it in that voice.
All right. Logan.
Yeah.
So, last week my uncle, I found out my uncle was addicted to Viagra.
Yeah.
My aunt took it really hard.
He laughed. You finally got him to
That was
laugh.
so fucking fake.
Was it
It
fake?
didn't help that I kind of like.
You were already
I heard the first half of the joke.
Yeah,
and
so it ruined it.
I heard something the other day, and it was like, what the fuck was it?
all right, this sounds like Jordan's dad joke. Like, are you gonna tell me a dad joke?
All right.
No,
here
I
we
am.
go.
I'm gonna
Can we do one more?
Yes,
We'll do
one more.
Yeah.
One more.
All right, whatever. No, I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say, motherfucker. It's not about you.
So this week
Jason Derulo,
is
come down.
National Diarrhea Week. It's National Diarrhea Awareness Week. It runs until next Friday.
The first one was better.
All right. Well.
Yes.
Okay.
Because at first all I'm thinking is, there's a National Diarrhea Week?
Yeah,
What?
I mean, it was gross.
Like, who came up with this?
Well.
Gage has one.
All right.
All right.
Mine was.
I'm done with these fucking jokes.
Gage, you have a joke. Go. Booker killed Bree.
Morbid.
Yeah, why would we go straight to that?
Sorry. Sorry, Bree. I know you don't listen, but sorry, Bree.
Oh, damn it. What was it?
That wasn't the joke.
I don't got a joke.
Oh, I thought you did. You started saying something.
No, Jordan smacked me, and I don't want to tell him.
Oh, my God.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
He's got stage fright.
I do.
No, not you. Him.
You're right, I do.
Well, we'll try again next week. Jordan.
On.
That's all, folks.
That's all, folks.
No, we got top 5.
We do have a top 5.
Oh, I'm actually prepared for this one.
All right. So our top 5 this week is the first one we've prepared prior to just showing up. Except Mike only has 3, so he's not super prepared.
I'm prepared. Just go.
But it's a top 5 people, characters, real or fiction, that start with the letter D.
Why D, Gage?
Why D? Because it made me giggle when I sent it. And then you guys told me I had 2 dicks, which was weird. 2 dicks, no balls.
Did anybody pick females? All males.
Huh?
I thought about this when I was
Like,
making my
is it
list.
like some part of it? Or
I was
what?
like, shit, should I have a female in there? Like, should I be like racially aware of like all the people that start with a D?
Sexually?
All right, Jordan, you're first.
All right,
Snake
I'm
draft.
first. Son
You're
of a
always
bitch.
first.
All right, yeah, you're right. I am always
It's your
first.
first overall pick.
Okay,
Little ass bitch.
my first overall pick.
Let's
Handy
Steve
dandy
grab his
notebook.
notebook.
Comes out and says something, starts like an S.
My first pick. I know none of you will have this.
Does not start with a D.
My first pick. I know none of you guys will have this person. I'm gonna butcher this, but it's Dawid Gaziak.
Nope, I don't know who that is.
Well, no.
Therefore, you could have gotten the 5th round, which means that's a bad pick.
No, that was a great pick. He is a professional slopestyle mountain biker, freestyle mountain biker. He's 26 years old, from Poland. He's Polish, and
I didn't prepare a biography for all my guys.
But it's
I just
relevant
know
though,
it's-
because no,
Yeah,
I
no
don't
one
know who
knows
that
who
is.
this is. you're right.
No one knows who this
Born
is.
in 1997.
What I was saying is nobody knows who that is, so you could have got that in the 5th round.
Yeah, but fucking whatever.
Just trying to
Anyway.
draft quality, you know?
But yeah, so he's a badass mountain biker. He's done some of the craziest shit in
Mountain
the world.
biking?
Yeah, well, yeah, mountain biker. But yeah, he's done some of the
No, if that
craziest
was
shit
a question.
in the
I
world.
wasn't
Yeah,
correcting you.
Yeah, freestyle MTB, slope style. It's just like crazy huge jumps and shit. But
sweet.
he's sponsored by NS Cycles, bike company, and then he's also sponsored by Red Bull.
Nice.
So-
Mike,
My first one is going to be Denzel Washington.
you son of a bitch.
He was on my list.
Oh yeah, I knew that.
He's
was
on my
coming.
list, too.
He wasn't even on my list, but I thought about him.
No
Honorable
bio.
mention.
No bio
I was gonna say,
needed.
How old
No
is he?
bio
Or is he
needed.
born?
All right, Logan.
Fuck. So I got a lot of people in here. I don't know who I want to pick first. I think I'm gonna go with Danny DeVito.
Ooh,
Good one.
good choice.
Good one.
Little short guy, you know.
Back to me or back?
It's me.
Okay.
So just because I have to do it, my first pick is gonna be Devin Booker.
The dog or the person?
Nice.
The person. My dog's name is not Devin. My number 2 pick
He
is
dropped
then
Devin.
gonna be a cartoon character, Danny Phantom.
Ooh, okay.
Danny Phantom.
Yeah,
I remember
yeah.
watching this.
I
All right.
came guns blazing this draft, boys.
My number 2 is gonna be Dwight Schrute from The Office.
Fucking Dwight. All right.
My number 2 would have to be David Letterman. I
Wow,
appreciate the
alright.
work he's done on TV, and I love his series on Netflix now. So,
All right.
Jay.
My number 2 and 3, because I know how to do a snake draft,
Hey.
Figure it out.
is number 2 is Dominic Toretto.
That's a good pick.
Dominic Toretto. I grew up on Fast and Furious.
Vin Diesel.
Hey, you shut up down
Vin
there.
Diesel plays Dominic Toretto in Fast series.
You
Fast and
could've- I
Furious.
guess you could have
But-
picked either name. You could've
I
picked
could have picked either name, but I picked Dominic Toretto as the character, and that's who is the main character in Fast and Furious. But I grew up on that, and one of the main reasons, it sounds kind of weird, but one of the main reasons is that whole series projects a sense of friends or the family you choose, and that has kind of been relevant with me my whole life. So it's like one of those things.
That's
so,
a good point about those movies.
and everyone's like, "Oh, Fast and Furious sucks." I'm like, no, to me, it's actually a really fucking cool ass series of movies, and that's what bring out of that, or
I don't
get out
think
of
I've
that.
never
seen
heard
any of
anyone
them.
say it sucks.
I've never
I've heard people say that there's too many of them.
I've never seen
Okay.
any of them after like Tokyo Drift.
Wow, that's the worst one. I would have
That
stopped
is the
watching it
worst
after that
one.
one too. But yeah, Tokyo Drift
That's-
is definitely
that's
the
almost
worst
like
one.
the only one
Fast
that
Five's the
doesn't fit the
best
series.
by far. Fast Five's the best. My favorite
But,
anyway.
Mike.
Mike, or no, I gotta
Oh,
pick
you-
my.
you
I
gotta
gotta
pick
go
another
again.
one.
I gotta
Look
go
at
again.
Jordan telling us how to do
Damn,
a snake draft.
shit.
Well,
Son
I
of
just
a-
assume he picked 2 because
All
he
right.
talks for 20 minutes.
And then my third pick is David Attenborough.
sounds
He
familiar.
is the voice of Planet Earth and Blue
Oh,
Planet,
okay.
all of
Nice.
those. He's also an incredible human. He just did his latest documentary or latest film was A Life on Our Planet, and it's his vision, his view on climate change and what we as humans are doing to our planet, and just basically his vision on that and what he's seen, because he's actually been to every country in the world, which is fucking wild.
A lot of countries.
Yeah,
crazy.
and
Not every continent, but every country.
every country. That's what it said
Damn,
anyway.
boy.
But to think that is just wild. But he has this vision and this perspective, and he's seen things firsthand of what we've done to the planet, and it's definitely a must-watch documentary. Definitely highly recommended. Life on Our Planet. But David Attenborough, number 3.
My third pick is going to be Dolly Parton.
She is an incredible human being.
She is. Her humanitarian work she's done, and of course her long career in music, and yeah, she's still a babe.
One thing about Dolly, did you know that she gives away books to children from age 1 to 5? If you want a book, you can subscribe to her nonprofit and have a book delivered to your child, and she's given millions of books
Yeah,
away.
she reads books all the time to children, so
Mhm.
yeah,
And
that's cool.
it's free. You just you sign up, and then she'll send you your child a book.
That's cool.
It's pretty
Yeah.
neat.
Logan 3.
I'm gonna stick in music and go Dallas Green.
Ooh, okay.
Color.
Phenomenal
Musicians.
musician. Yeah.
3 and 4 for me. 3, Daenerys Targaryen off of Game of Thrones.
White hair.
The blonde-haired Emilia Clarke is her real name. And then my 4th pick is going to be Darth Vader.
Ooh.
Coop would love that one.
All right. Me?
It goes backwards then, remember?
Yeah, because I know how to sneak draft works.
So
Oh, he's
Logan's
staring
4.
at me. Yes.
That's what I was told.
I just have too many people on this fucking list. Like every D name that came up, I was like, yep, I'll add that to the list just in case.
feel like somebody should say Drew Slack. Or
I told-
Drew Brubaker.
I was
Sorry.
asking Jess about this, and I told her I was gonna say Drew, but fuck Drew.
Not true. Just fuck Knob Creek.
That shit sucks.
I'm gonna go. I don't know if I want to go like a real person or a character.
I picked one real person, by the way.
Yeah, I know they've all been characters. I've realized that. Fucking nerd.
They didn't have to be real.
I know.
You
You're
nerd.
playing by
What's
the
wrong?
rules.
Are we doing?
I
Are we
made the
doing
fucking rules
honorable
again.
I'm
mention?
just kidding. That was
We can do an honorable mention
Afterwards,
if we do
yeah.
this quick.
You're telling me to hurry up.
Motherfucker looking at a list of 45.
that's why we prepaid for this phone
He just
call.
has every name, every fucking character and person he knows with the letter D.
Did you hear what Jordan just said?
I'm gonna go Dan Bilzerian
Ooh,
Oh,
he was on
wow.
my list. He was on my list.
I didn't even think about that.
Yep.
because,
Follow him on Instagram.
well, yeah, I mean
He lives a
that-
lifestyle that everyone
that,
wishes
but
to
like
live.
I've watched interviews with him, and he's actually not like a
Like a meathead?
superficial fucking
Yeah.
meathead. Yeah, like he's
He's
actually
pretty
like,
intelligent.
very knowledgeable.
He
like,
just
worldly.
shows his intelligence
He
in,
just-
in different ways.
Yeah, he just happens
Like,
to have
with
70,
Every picture he ever has
70
is just
models.
with 70
I don't think
naked women,
I don't
yeah.
remember the last time I've seen a picture of him with a shirt on either.
Right. But
Or
like
without
he's actually
six
like a super
naked girls,
interesting
basically.
person. It's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
just
he
all
is an
fucking
interesting
Instagram
human.
pictures.
Yeah.
All
Mike.
right, good choice.
My fourth pick is going to be Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Okay.
Also,
He's the highest. I believe he is the
He's
highest, paid Instagram
influencer. Technically would be the
influencer,
title
yeah,
for
yeah.
it.
yeah, he's
pretty
great,
sure
man.
he
I
is.
love. I mean, everything he's in, and I mean, he's just a good guy. You watch a lot of his interviews and shit. He's cool. So
Yeah, he's a cool guy.
Oh, yeah.
4 and 5, Jay.
All right, 4 and 5. Number 4 pick. I'm going with Damian Marley. Anybody know who Damian Marley is?
Sure.
Damian Marley is the son of the late great Bob Marley. He was 2 years old when his dad Bob died.
Look at you. Actually, you wrote the shit down, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
He's literally looking
His
at
mom,
book and
I don't know
reading
his mom's name, but she was Miss World in 1976. But he's been performing since he was 13 years old. He's a phenomenal musician. I love his music. It's all, based off of hope and love
Is
and
Ziggy a
everything that his
brother?
dad. Ziggy is part of the family. I'm not sure though. I don't know, but Ziggy is another really good musician. But yeah, Damien just kind of followed in his dad's footsteps, and he actually did some music with Nas. Yeah, so that's number 4. Number 5, I am gonna stick with music, and I'm gonna go with David Guetta. DJ, I'm huge into electronic EDM music, and David Guetta is one of the biggest DJs in the world by far.
Dude, Coop is like super into that shit now.
Really?
Oh,
That's awesome. He has 10 billion streams on Spotify, and he's sold over 50 million records. Just some of the stuff he's done, production, just songs in general, whatever. But in the music industry, he's definitely super influential, and that was number 5. So
number
find
5
on the internet.
wasn't on the internet at all.
Hey, where are you going?
what's your number 5?
No, I had more. I just had to. I had to get the
I'm
brain
just
juice.
busting your balls
The
anyway.
brain juices going. My number 5 is going to be Dave Chappelle.
Oh my, that is a fucking great one.
And he kind of went into hiding there for a while and got out of it, which he'll talk about, like if you watch some of his interviews. But he did one of the interviews with Dave Letterman on Netflix, and that gave me a whole new respect and perspective on him. And Ohio guy too. So
Yellow Springs, Ohio.
a little small town down there and near Dayton, and I got a huge new respect for him after watching that. So definitely Dave Chappelle for my number 5. Logan.
I don't know how that one lasted that long.
Number 5 would be Daryl Hall.
Really? Hall and Oates.
Hall and Oates,
Hall
yeah.
and Oates.
Sure.
Rich girl.
You're a rich girl.
Are we doing an honorable mention?
We'll do a quick one. A quickie.
A quickie?
Yeah, you got a quickie?
Sometimes.
I like cookies.
90% of the time.
It happens all the
90% of
time.
It
All the
happens
time.
all the time. We'll do.
An honorable mention.
I gotta pick my 5.
Oh yeah, you got 5 yet.
Yeah.
Thank you. Go ahead. Pick 5.
Number 5 is gonna be Dan Humphrey.
Hey, he's on my list.
Mm-hmm.
And then honorable mention would be
Remind me of who that is. Oh, okay.
like He is gossip.
Yeah, I remember.
Then my honorable mention will be Robert De Niro.
Ooh, okay.
That opens a lot of big can of worms there.
Big ol' fucking can.
Yeah.
Well, my honorable mention.
It's not your turn.
Dude,
It's not.
how is it not my turn? We go
Because
backwards
we always-
again?
Yes.
Do you know how a snake draft works?
Every time it goes
Opposite,
backwards.
okay.
Yeah. Logan?
Opposite.
My honorable mention is Deadpool.
Good one.
That's
That is good.
That's a good one.
That is a good
It was
one.
just funny the way you
Yeah.
said it.
Maybe it's just the Ryan Reynolds aspect of it.
Yeah.
The character. I
The
like.
first
Deadpool.
movie, man, I don't know. There was something weird.
I hated that movie. I thought it was fucking horrible, but I
It's
know a
all
lot of people
weird.
like it. So
It was so
It's
like,
because
dark.
it's a rated
I
R.
was
Yeah.
like,
That's-
oh
yeah.
my
Super
god!
dark.
Like some of the shit that was happening, I'm
It's
like,
supposed
what
to
the
be that way.
fuck? Yeah, I mean, I
That's
just
what the
I
comics
wasn't
are. You should see
prepared.
the
I
comics.
was not prepared for that. It just, I don't know. I need to rewatch it. It's
I
been a long
watched it with a
time,
7-year-old, so that's probably why.
but- Oh my god! Yeah, no, that'd be right.
The movie starts with them saying that you shouldn't be watching this with a child.
Yeah. Well.
All right.
Anyway.
Honorable mention, Mike.
Honorable mention for me is Dennis Rodman.
Ooh,
It's a worm,
very, very interesting human.
Yeah.
to say the least.
That's a light word for that.
Yeah.
Human or interesting?
Yeah, interesting.
He might be an alien though.
Yeah, he's probably from a different planet. My honorable mention is Donkey.
Keep him track.
Donkey from Shrek. Eddie Murphy.
Oh, I thought you meant
That's
Kong.
one of my favorite cartoons of all time. Well, cartoon shows, whatever. Animated show. I don't really know how to say it, but Shrek is an awesome movie, and Donkey is a fucking awesome character.
Which one's the best?
First one, obviously, but I like all of them, honestly. I like the first one the best, but
long enough and recent enough to be able to tell you for sure that
it's kind of like Hotel Transylvania. The first one's great, the best one, but they're all good.
Welcome to the.
But Shrek is like, wipe your face.
Well, he's married to the Muffin Man.
The Muffin Man.
Do you know the one, like the one I was like debating on, and actually I didn't even think about it
No
until
Bramstone when I
I
smell
was like it hit
Bramstone.
me was
That ain't no
who
Bramstone.
I think is left off people's list is Dennis Quaid. He was actually a good actor.
You talking about
yeah,
Quaalude?
Yeah.
Motherfucking Quaalude.
What is that voice you're doing right now?
All right, and we will. We'll catch you on next week's
That's all,
episode.
folks.
You know what I think a good top 5 would be?
What?
Like best animated